pack. Come on, Madden. Finishing my franchise. I'm trying to go to the NFL so I can play receiver. Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound, and we can just keep going round. I'm ready.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot. So I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have?
It don't matter how many I got, nigga.
Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your heartbreak kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college.
Who's being hating ass, nigga? Shut up.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports.
Yeah, you just don't know how many times I've had to restart this game.
On the Oregon Ducks. Time for the kickoff classic and a new season of college football underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. To about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here we go, his first collegiate snap. What a spot as the Tigers come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. There's an example right there that we just saw. Well, let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more chances in the maybe try and isolate their star player a little bit better. Yeah, there's still some differences in what we're seeing, but for me, speed and pace of play for college offenses still ahead of what we see in the NFL.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Should have threw it to RB.
But it's incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A nice throw there, and you know, it's the first career start for this junior quarterback, and head coach Red O'Brien, he has said that he plans to use both of his top quarterbacks this year. We weren't even sure who was going to get the nod in this first game. Bro. He kept it a secret basically until just prior to kickoff.
And I'll tell you what, partner, I've got to give it to the new head coach because as a former defensive coordinator, I'm sure he thought to himself, what would drive me insane trying to prepare for this game? Oh, that's right, not knowing who's going to play quarterback and not being able to truly prepare. So he did exactly that here, starting his head coaching tenure, putting the pressure on his opponent by not naming his starter. So he's going to see how both of them play, I would expect, in this game. See who has the hot hand, see who handles the team, who handles the stage.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Touchdown. And LSU has taken the early lead. Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. And I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did you flip a coin about who had started quarterback? Or did you really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Ducks come up now, first and 10. Start out with a run by Ferguson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's...
Alright, my bad, y'all.
Long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard.
What's up, buddy?
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Ferguson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Barrett. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
No. Get down. Chaz down.
On 3rd down, Barrett trying to
throw
lay
the ball
one up deep.
Give me that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 33.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Steps away. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that
You
gonna
lucky
be
I was out of
incomplete.
bounds.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And it's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I really should be I feel like wait till I get to the field, bro.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I got my receiver on
I
front
think he's
side.
got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he's got it. And he will take this in.
Y'all seen
Touchdown
that?
LSU. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You gotta like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
Bro,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I
You gotta do what you
Don't worry
gotta do.
about your hands, though.
not had no chance to do that.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. First quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
16, Ducks, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Burgess. And another tackle broken. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to field this at the 4. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
I hate
up passing on a long field goal try, but that
ball.
works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result
All
not
these
worth it.
stuff
But
is the
there,
same
I
play,
think worth it.
bro.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Still first down.
to throw now in his own end zone. Looking deep for Bennett. That's going to be knocked
ain't no way.
and incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
He's got him in. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described,
How did
there
you
before
drop
the ball
that,
got to the
bro?
receiver, penalty flag
Good
had to
game,
come out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. That's an LSU touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Wait, this
The
2-point?
third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
And this will not be
You talking
returned. It'll
like
come
you
out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on
Punt's
the first
better,
drive.
punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A second down carry for Ferguson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the points that they just had against them.
Oh, he's running.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett. Open man is Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it as they try and get downfield.
LSU with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. He will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Up there, 45 yards. And LSU.
Don't let him pose it. Search for his gun with his pole it. Only failure by ass, but we got each other. Quit breathing in your mic, bitch. Why your shit ain't loud? My shit is up, nigga. Aha, that's why your shit not loud. What up? Bitch, what up? These things on their pockets trying to slide. Fuck them up. What? This nigga ain't coming back.
Adds on to their advantage. LSU lining up here to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass hit the
y'all getting the
hands. He just
onside
couldn't bring it
kick.
in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right... Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The last run got 3. Now here's
You know
second
you
and
scared to
7.
hang up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Dude, you said you trying to
They'll
drop
run
the
with
phone.
Burgess. Now the ball comes loose. It's going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game,
playing on me.
and only if they manage to win the game.
Right there.
It's a big play there. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
This is caught. He couldn't quite get there. Tackle down.
Guys, Dre not coming back, bro. I don't even know why he lying like that. Coming back, y'all. What, bro? What you want?
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Chill out. Gee, let me hike the ball, man.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys continue to pour it on. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, he certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we have from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's throwing 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do, I know what we're about, but he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's go.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things
What,
up.
man?
They're out
I
there.
gotta
Let's see
hike
if
the
they
ball.
can pick those things back up. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On third down, Ferguson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Spinning away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the offense.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 34-yard line.
I thought my shit was on like 50.
On first down, Drake.
Not be nothing, man. But I like them Kobe in
With
this
that,
section.
we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Ducks, nothing.
Yeah, no money. Damn, I fucked that kick up.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25
Well,
and
those
up
real
to the
light, we gotta
28-yard
have
line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second and a couple, Barrett. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Boy, that's the
Right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it down. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Bro, where's the dude?
This is fielded in the end zone.
Ain't nobody blocking,
15-yard line, so that decision's going to cost him 5 yards. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Back at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 14. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
How did you drop it?
Meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not?
And every time I pop up, you know I got the game with me. That's them niggas that's gonna bang for me. Homicide. Have mercy on my soul. Can't let my heart turn cold. If you're reading out with my brothers, who need to let the gas.
Situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Here we go. Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go.
On 2nd down.
Quit running the ball.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 3rd down, Barrett. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense.
No, it's really can't tell.
Talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
On the move to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Hold up, y'all.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field.
You niggas deal with emotions like bitches. I already know I'm high as fuck.
Ready for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
You getting that?
A deep ball there on second down, but it will wind up incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
He's going to air one out. It got his man complete.
And
take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cameron again the target, and that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Behind the chain, second and 13.
Ducks, nothing.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He's going to float this one deep
Bro, how
right
is
side.
he so fast?
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. The decision to bring it out, not a good one. as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Weird had that
on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Getting this one up to about the 35. Good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's Murray. He's got the first down past midfield. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A.J. McGrath, 65 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They did a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Well, he'll be stopped right away where he would have been had he gone down to the knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And they're going to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have
in trouble, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett, and that is incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Oregon's punter out on the field. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Hey, I say admit it.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
16 yards, a first down. I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, and there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball, but the runners are still vital. And that was a pretty good run right there, a good illustration of what he can do. And they're counting on those kind of runs. You have to win their conference because that's the best path to the college football playoff. Win your conference first and give yourself that opportunity. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll go down the getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Well, Charles, here we are in the fourth quarter, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plans to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen any sign of Tommy Matthews.
And we certainly expected to see him. Look, you and I both sat in there with Coach O'Brien, and he indicated that he planned to rotate quarterbacks to find out what he had. But with the play that he's seen here, he's like any head coach. He reserves the right to change his mind. And maybe he knew a little bit more than he was willing to tell us. That maybe Tommy Matthews isn't exactly in his favor, especially considering the lead they have now, and he still hasn't gone to the bench.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Duck 7.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
That was good here.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cameron, the intended receiver there, and now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56.
Back to throw Barrett. Pressure comes and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Today's final score, Tigers 55, Ducks 7.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit, reminiscent of Michigan.
Wake up. To get to, and none more
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because
it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden and boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his 2-quarterback system is matchup based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
What?
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know
Let me see, bro.
what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to, what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Wait, what?
This whole thing again? Are you dumb? I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
Oh, well, nigga.
I don't know what his problem is.
Nigga, tell
You
me
gotta
I
go
stole
talk
it
to him,
from
man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Where all this pop come from, man?
Jumping fiddlesticks.
Right from that.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, LSU. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Rolling to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly here for a man, it's
Bye-bye.
inside the 10.
Left.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. That student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in instead?
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And LSU has taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Hey, hold on. All these motherfucking crazy stories fucking let me try, stupid bitch. She from Minnesota. When I was bending her over, nigga kicked the door. I got the Glock, shot him in his shoulder. Slide to get closer, hit him in the head, it was over. Tuka Grave, you was one of them niggas that I would smack. Now you one of them niggas that I would clap. On the road.
LSU lining up here to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be called. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. Right? They don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This old adage, partner, don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the carry, it's Ferguson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing it got...
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A big play there.
Y'all niggas playing on me.
48 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. LSU lining up here to go for 2. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. So 2...
Oh, yeah, that's my shit, boy. I'm finna go crazy.
Successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge win for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And last time not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about it.
And he loses the football a second time. So he scooped up by the defense. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders have become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal.
Where you going, nigga?
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And LSU adds on to their advantage. LSU lining up here to go for 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. First quarter, this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. It's some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Barrett. And his throw is incomplete.
What is he throwing the ball?
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down. This is taken at the 18. Broken tackle for Kelly. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he? No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
I need to call.
Just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
Cut.
He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
What you doing?
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. A nice throw there.
You finna float to the ceiling, nigga. You probably better be like, no, what the fuck? Alright, I'm sorry. Ooh, my bad, buddy. I'm sorry. My niggas ain't that kind of ice. Alright, bet, let's go.
Coach O'Brien, when you look at this quarterback position, he's got two great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they've just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback and carry them the rest of the way.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 4th down.
Nigga, I ain't even scored. How does that delay a game?
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag.
First down
and on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. It's going the other way.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Mason Thibodeau there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. LSU lining up here to go for 2. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. Tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They'll run on first down. Ferguson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And it's a fumble. The defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Steps away. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first first down completion. This young quarterback does have a support system of former players and teammates. In fact, he heard from former Tigers like OBJ, Jarvis Landry, Leonard Fournette, Jamal Adams. All have reached out to him on social media in the days leading up to this semifinal. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On the run, it's Kelly.
Oh, man.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second and 1. Ball for Kelly. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Another nice throw that time. And all that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, well, will we see a second quarterback? Is Tommy Matthews going to play with this lead? I know it's only the second quarter, Charles, but he's kind of putting all that talk to rest.
Yeah, and there's a long way to go, but let's face it, if he finishes the quarter this way, you know that Coach O'Brien loves consistency. I don't see any chance of a change happening if things continue to go in this direction. He's picked the right quarterback. He'll stay with it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. Then he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense? And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown from 19 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Wow, I mean, you talk about a guy catching absolute fire. That is now 5 first-half touchdown passes.
Partner, we haven't even hit halftime yet. I think this performance that we've seen thus far, there should be no question that he should stand or center the entire game. I know, we're talking about Coach O'Brien here. He may want to make a change, but I don't see it in this case. I see him stand with the hot hand. He's made the right decision before the game even started by handing him the ball. I think he'll let him play it out.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Back to the air on second down. Barrett, and the pressure will get to him. He goes
They better
down.
not call hold.
Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On third down, it's Burgess. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Oregon's punter out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12.
LSU takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
What I'm a kneel? Oh.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Tigers 46, Ducks nothing.
Sorry. Just like it's juggernaut. I'm hungry as hell. Finna start eating some of these chips in a minute. Nigga, what happened to my cord? Told you that nigga Jerry was getting on.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Right back to Ferguson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they throw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an Anderson loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it, but for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have COVID-19.
To wonder were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
one in the chamber will make me aim it at you.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And the ball is knocked down. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ferguson on 3rd and short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Bro, I hate when I do this shit.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
Yeah, man, y'all niggas ain't getting it.
Attack here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there at 22. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to really stop him.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again.
Bitch, hold on. Archie. I'ma slide anytime you gonna put you in a scenario. I'm gonna teach you how to slide. Bro, this phone acting retarded.
From the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not.
Oh my God, this phone can piss me off. Nigga, you did not have to tell me that.
One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Barrett. You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Yeah, I fuck with Jordan Lucas. Bro. I'm finna throw this motherfucking phone. What is y'all talking about insufficient funds? I ain't even trying to buy nothing. Shit. Gotta figure some out. Whenever we launched the kid approach, he told me we should be cool if only I got to know. Oh, I will. My mom's patience twice with different lights. I was tired of
The
it.
defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Bro, this game taking
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot
give me the ball, bro.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Oregon's punter out on the field. He's been terrific so far. Taken in at the 11. 13 yards on the return there after a play of 57. And out will come the offense as they take over. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
I don't feel like finishing. Taking too long.
This LSU squad has been sensational. A championship game appearance squarely in their sights as they come up on 1st and 10. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Kellen. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball to the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Powers over it.
Just feathered his pads, didn't he?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. How about got them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just a quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now on 1st down, Drake again.
Bro, what do you mean?
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
A little juke.
Good block.
And now running right through him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's getting the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss running left. Here's Murray. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown from 17 yards out. And this offense... is running away with this one. LSU lining up here to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 3. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barrett, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a 2.
Well,
just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Fielded just inside the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They can run
Nice
faster.
job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Now LSU's punter getting set as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Barrett looks to throw on first. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all caught up, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. So on the strength of 5 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the LSU Tigers are moving on to play for a national championship.
What? Man, in the game.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
No, this nigga not gonna cry.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you upset. That dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
Nigga, hell, nigga, no padding in it, bro.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. The pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback as LSU trails at the break. Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Complete to Kelly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now an update, by the way, on Tommy Matthews still in the locker room. We're not hearing much in the way of details, but we are being told that his return to this ball game, and the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Calvin Brooks there to make the grab. And LSU has jumped out in front. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter. Yeah,
you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
Well, I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup at 14.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown from 3 yards out. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Well, since he's come into the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that.
Kendrick Lamar. 2 first names, huh? What the fuck is up with that? You know what DNA stands for? Dead Nigger Association.
On police brutality with that line in the song, quote, we hate the po-po, wanna kill us in the street. Oh, shit. I don't like that.
Poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
That's all I want to hear.
Description because
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Open man is Holmes. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Mason Thibodeau there to make the grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. LSU lining up here to go for 2. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this second half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the second half. He's taking his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. The Clemson Tiger offense, have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. Here's Cooper on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This is Kelly. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. And that's that.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. Cooper now on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets us up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
They force another play, bro.
Cooper will look to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up.
Nigga, how you didn't get the ball?
And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He won't go down. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Drake. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this week.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people.
Yeah,
and on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Better take it in.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
All right.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leader.
Hello. Well, you better back up. These my Doritos. Hold up, y'all.
Ship. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
56. Mike, 56.
Gonna hand to Jewell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Clemson punter out there now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
38-yard line.
Can't eat these. These spicy.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here,
come on, they can really
got to
run
the
the play
outside,
and
turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know we're there in wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Fake was he actually running it good?
They run with it. It's Kelly. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. On an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback.
Huh?
But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You here for Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away.
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
What a racist bitch.
One individual on everyone's mind tonight.
Hey.
This one's for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
45.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys in their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kid, so I stayed behind, make sure you were all right.
Shake.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
I ain't even trying to play another year at college, but it's straight. Real nigga shit.
Is that him? He's an hour early.
When they put this nigga destroying in the game, bro.
Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No. I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
What this bitch ass nigga want?
Give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure. Talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope.
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you and Tommy, for that matter.
Racist.
The team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even going to be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
You, nigga.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and
I ain't played
I hope you
all
believe
season.
me when I say that I
But this nigga get
take
started.
no joy in making this decision.
I don't care. I'm going to the NFL though.
I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Danny.
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your heartbreak kids thing
Fuck
going back
yeah,
again.
let's go.
Heartbreak kids. Well, Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come back so we can win the title together.
Does that mean you're in?
Plus, he did switch positions once, and see how well that worked out for him. I guess I can try it too.
The Heartbreak Kids are back, baby.
Only if I do this, if he gonna go to the
See, he's
NFL with me, bro.
Always.
Alright,
It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I gonna play?
Wide receiver, nigga. Nigga, not Julio Jones.
It felt good, telling everyone I was sticking around.
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both heartbreak kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once.
Man,
certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a
out.
change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, Dan, show me what you got. Let's go.
Nigga, what you got that on, bro?
Not bad. We may have something here.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering
Nigga, I don't care. Let me change my settings, bro. No, nigga. I ain't get back on this shit till I can change my settings, bro. I'm not playing quarterback.
Gotta say, I was.
Nah, bro. I'm just gonna get on prime time. I'll worry about that shit tomorrow.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19.
Yeah, I'll stream in a minute, y'all. Play like one for 1,000 games. I'm pretty go chill.
Like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. The shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright.
I guess I can practice, bro.
Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't. I'm saying, got a new Prestos and the J's on the way. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that.
Fuck up, bro. Finished the shit last time. What is that nigga doing, bro? Rotating and guard me.
Wait 20! Wait 20 hit!
Saying how cover 6 defense work in the game.
Wait, that wide, 80. Wait, 28.
I'm finna go crazy in this game. Looking for a match, he don't matter. Let's talk bodies, I got 7. They stopped me at that airport cause I keep that metal. Grandson, that's that good dope, that shit stepped on. Catch this, I be throwing bullets like a whip.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go
stopped at
places.
no lights, I was trying to go for white lights. You just I hesitate, no, I don't think twice.
I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy.
No, nigga, play that shit back.
Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro.
Ah, shit. So I just skipped the game.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps.
So you yelling at us because film wasn't good enough.
Wait, that Alabama 380. Hey, check it. Wait, that wide 20. Why did he hit? Wait, that 380. Hey, 66. Wait, that 53. Wait, hit.
Damn. That ain't my fault, nigga.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 4.
Got a clock on a fucking nigga. Do some chemistry y'all had. Thought. She be with this shit. She told me what to do. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile,
bro, ain't no fucking wait.
Knocked away, incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give them a big check mark for that one.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
It's the money rich. You pressing the button, I sneak up, crouching like a tiger, like you about to riot, black on fire. So I take the caution, that's on Michael Myers.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Kick the ball, man.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7.
What's up with this camera?
A good kick that time, and also a pretty good 15-yard return.
You say you gonna start, you got some noise.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So
how did he drop? What's he wrong?
For them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He sets up the screen to Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quit throwing them niggas the ball, bro.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find it at the wide receiver position. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Bucs have...
But you have to miss it, make a second, they can't make sense. They'll set me up, that little dirty slut, that double cross, trying to get me caught like I'm Randy Moss. See how quick this shit goes by, bro? Just had shit always.
Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Oh, shit. I gotta take
so that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
Everything was good. Knock a wood. Flame me up a wood. Two up. On this the deal, y'all.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. It wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that.
I always tell myself shit ain't good enough.
Sugar, sugar! Wait, that's 380!
Like, give me a sound
Bro, turn around for the ball.
Wait, that's 53! Shadow! Wait, that's 53! Regular! Wait, that's... Wait, 20!
I got something for you guys. Watch this.
Check it!
I'm gonna catch this shit while I'm pressing A. Damn, I was trying to get a touchdown. It's straight.
Hey, yo.
Ah, the Saints, man, I'm finna bust their ass. Watch this.
I done made it by
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA.
Y'all niggas ass. Oh yeah, nigga 15.
Brady now on
I
first
think this
down.
cover 2 defense.
And incomplete to open things up. Boy, you know, so many storylines here in this opener. Of course, you got Brady versus Breeze. You've got Jameis Winston, the Bucs' former quarterback, on the opposite sideline. And, oh, by the way, it's a division opponent, but all anyone's talking about, really, and rightly so, Tom Brady out there leading the Buccaneers.
I like how you were able to slide in the other storyline.
Nigga, where are you throwing the ball?
You did acknowledge, and rightly so,
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Now this is fielded in the end zone, eluding the tackle. And he'll only get this back to the 15-yard line, so that decision's going to cost him 5 yards. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's got it.
Damn,
caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake.
Where is the ball?
It's a 6-yard loss on the play.
Bro, y'all seen that?
And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Brady going
going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Why you gonna throw the ball to him?
That open man that time, man, put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Brady will try again on 2nd down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the same 17-yard line.
Gain of 16.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Brady to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
I may have seen that.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's gonna give it to us.
Now Brady again. 4th down after the New Orleans defense.
Why would you throw the ball like that?
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
So when I do
We
this,
remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium, and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's not going to get the 1st down. He had to get to the 30, but he's...
Why didn't you 4th down it, bro? But I still ate. I'm afraid.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa.
23-yard. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Buccaneer first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
For as big and strong as...
On first down, Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. The defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for this secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with a kind of number...
31.
Brady now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Dig in, let's go. 25 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes on
a heavy rush, and down he goes. Free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost
the Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. From midfield, here's Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. That last catch, a big one, folks. He's now gone over 300 yards receiving in this game. It is a game for the ages. Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
24-yard line.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
First and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that foot. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a win. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That's caught by Howard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Brady's throw there incomplete.
Why are you doing this out of bounds?
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you...
Oh, y'all niggas ain't coming.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the...
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm everywhere. I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me.
Oh, yeah, I'm finna end this stream. I'll catch y'all. I might stream tomorrow. I don't really know. I'll catch y'all though.